on me. Work on me.
Hello everybody, it is Christine. It is time to do a Counterfeit Kit challenge. And bless her heart, the Master Forger this month gave me the very last day and the very last challenge. I think there's a couple others doing it as well, but this was kind of a bit of a blessing because I've been trying to catch up. So bless her little heart, she was sweet. So what I'm going to do is, the challenge is to use up our scraps. Now I'm going to be honest, I still have, I have a couple full pagers still left yet. But I also do still have scraps. So I'm going to try to go with the spirit of the challenge and I'm going to use at least one full-size piece of paper. And I think that's okay. She didn't say we couldn't. So I got these 3 scraps. Plus I have these 2. Now I kind of intended to cut... Oh, here's another piece. I kind of meant to fussy cut these. And I may still do that. And then I have these as my full pagers. And I'm feeling like I want to use these 2. I may set this one aside. That's really pretty. Isn't that pretty? That's a different little paper. That's a P13. So I think what I'm going to try to do is use these ones. And my photo is this. So I just took this today, actually, because I was decorating my front porch, y'all. It's fall. Now, the only thing missing, this looks a little off balance on purpose because I have some scarecrows, but my husband has put them somewhere, and I got to find them. So I don't know, but I took the picture anyway because I wanted to scrap it because that's what I did today. Actually, I gave myself a little time limit. I did this in 20 minutes or something like that, 25 minutes to get all that stuff out there and my wreath and stuff. Anyways, so let me get started. I'm going to think on my design for just a minute. I think I may go and fussy cut these flowers too. Maybe not all of them because I do like this here. Let me see. Let me see what I'm going to do because I still have stickers. I still have... little chipboard pieces, and I actually started to go down a different path with my picture, thinking, well, I'll use a non-traditional, but all my embellishments are basically fall, so I kind of have to stick with it. So, that's what we'll do. All right, give me just a minute, and I'm going to cut this down for just a second, and I'm going to cut out some flowers here, and I'll be back on. Okay, you guys, quick check-in, because I think what I'm going to do is use my circle cutter, because I kind of wanted to, I love this heart paper, if I'm honest, it's so pretty. I'm going to trim this down and put it to the inside, and then I'm going to put a circle heart in the middle of this is what I think I'm going to do. So, I did that. Well, that's my thinking. And then I did fussy cut the flowers from that one piece of paper. And that's where we're at the moment. I did trim this down because I had kind of a lot of concrete and stuff here. So I've cut this down to a 5. So it's a 5x4 now. And I think that's going to be pretty. All right, so that's where we're at. Okay, you guys, I'm going to trim down my wood paper here by 1/2 inch. And then I will use my Creative Memories circle. Oh, I did already, I guess. I used my Creative Memories circle cutter to cut out that circle. And that's going to go on top in just a minute here. Now, I'm going to actually dry fit a lot of this. I don't know why I was struggling to, commit. It's like I don't know if I wanted to commit. And, but I will eventually, of course. So I'm going to cut this, what was that circle size, y'all? 9 inches, I think it's 9 inches. And then this strip here, I made it 3.5 inches wide, and I think I'm making it about, I don't know, 10.5 inches tall. I didn't really measure. I just kind of used my finger. I'm going to cut these little flowers off here because they were kind of driving me a little crazy. I contemplated cutting those out. I think I mentioned to you guys at one point, but I decided against it because I will use it as a photo mat. Now, I intended initially... Well, hold on just a second. Let me finish this part. So this little plaid piece here is going to end up being another little vertical piece because I've got that, little space there to fill in. I'm going to say, let me see, how many scraps did I use? I guess I used 3 or 4, maybe 5. I think this met the challenge. I feel a little guilty because I did use 2 full-size sheets of paper as my base there, but I did use scraps too, so maybe it's okay. I'm going to mat my photo on this little piece of Bow Bunny... I think it's coral of some kind. I'm not certain. And then I use that floral, the sunflower flowers as my second mat. I almost used the blue. You guys saw that a little bit ago, but I had 0 blue anywhere else on this land. I was like, this is not going to make sense. So I'm not going to use it. I don't use it. There's a little blue on the sign in my photo that says welcome, but it's not the right shade. It wasn't the right shade of blue, so it's okay. All right, so I kind of have this, vertical pieces. Then I did take that little orange, not orange, I guess kind of a burnt orange or like a rust colored paper with the leaves on it, tone on tone leaves kind of. And I've got that as a little shelf. I thought about using that tag, but it wasn't the right shade of wood. Like, it was just the total wrong shade, so I put that away. So now I'm going to kind of start building some clusters. And y'all, at this point, I don't think I still have glued anything down, if I'm honest. I might have glued the papers down, but I don't have the photo glue down. So I'm going to mess with this for just a second. There's a little bit of a leftover pumpkin sticker on my sticker sheet. And since I've got all these pumpkins, I kind of wanted to use it. I'll end up cutting that little piece there and making those 4 pumpkins stretch. I was kind of happy with myself. I made that work. I'm trying it here. I think I'm going to do it there, but I have to cut it because it's not wide enough to go across the whole page. So I'm going to cut the little blue piece, little blue pumpkin, and then I'm going to put it side to side. Again, I still haven't glued down that photo, you guys. I'm going to end up with a very diagonal design. A very diagonal design. In fact, I almost forget the fussy cut flowers that I did cut out. I was kind of kicking myself. I had these little diamonds in the kit, and I used that as a couple of bases. I only used 2. I thought about 3, but I ended up with a different thing in the upper left, so you'll see that in a minute. I like these diamonds, though. I think it's a kind of a neat shape with the circle and the vertical pieces here. And I'm going to get off in the sticker sheet. I'll get off in the chipboard. I'll get all kinds of stuff here. I'm going to kind of pull from all different things. I think I start also with a piece down on the lower right. I'll take off in a minute, a chipboard piece. I do like this little chipboard piece here. It says Autumn Days Are Here. It's got a little butterfly on it. And then I'll use a title that says, I love fall most of all. You can see that on there. It's a little on the bright side as compared to my chipboard pieces, but I think it's okay. I mean, it all goes together. It's all fall. It's fine. I think I mentioned in the beginning, this is my new front door. I always enjoy decorating with pumpkins and little mini hay bales and stuff like that. I have a couple of scarecrows. I think I got a boy and a girl. They are in a Tupperware bin, I think, in my garage. So the property that we bought does have a big old barn, but the previous owner, very, very, very nice gentleman, has stuff in the barn, you guys. And if I'm 100% honest, he was supposed to have had it out by mid-July, but he's such a nice man, and we really didn't need in there this moment. It's still kind of in there. Now, that being said, we've kind of messaged and said, hey, you really, it's like, there's like a car, like a really old car in there. He's got some engines in there. He's got some other random stuff. So my husband's got stuff in our garage because he doesn't want to put it out in the barn until the gentleman has his stuff out of there. So it's kind of causing my husband a little bit of angst, if I'm honest. He thinks it looks cluttered. We're not hoarder types. In other words, we don't have like a lot of extra like stuff. And so it drives my husband a little bit bananas when the garage looks cluttered. So the decor where I'm heading with that is in this little area. It's like a little storage closet type area. I say little, it's a good size closet, and I say closet, it's actually got no door on it, but it's got like shelves and stuff. And I had said to him, I said, hey, I'd like to put my, seasonal decor in there that's nothing that would be harmed by heat, basically. And he's like, okay, well, because there's not room, the way he's had to do it, it's kind of all piled together. And so my Christmas and my fall are all together. And I'm like, I am not digging through these boxes by myself today. So I did do the porch today with my pumpkins and stuff because I had just bought those. And I knew my wreath right there was in a box that was easily reachable. But the other stuff that I have is not really, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to wait till somebody else gets that stuff out for me. So my scarecrows are in my closet at the moment somewhere. I do have this little piece here. It says, and all at once it was autumn. You guys, I'm in Texas. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been like 80, 90 degrees. So it's not even technically cool yet. I mean, we have kind of cool mornings. It's kind of turning a little bit cool. But I was sweating as I was putting this stuff out. So, yeah, wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and I was sweating. So I'm not going to tell you it's really like, quote, autumn in the sense of like temperatures, but, it's okay. I've got a bunch of little pumpkin stickers and a Home Sweet Home I put in the upper left up there. I think that's really cute. I was happy with that. I add another little pumpkin sticker on there, and there's a little pumpkin chipboard. I'm going to move it. At the moment, I think it's on the lower left of my title there, or to the left of my title. I'm actually going to move that in a minute. I think that's where I've got it. No, this is it. This is my hand here. I'm going to put that. I think I set it there, and then I move it. I think that's what it is. I'm going to put it on the right-hand side eventually, because at this very moment, I have yet to pull out my fussy cut flowers. And I almost forget because they're kind of on the left-hand side over there up underneath something. And I'm, bebopping around and kind of fastening around here, looking on my sticker sheets and finding things. And then in a second, I think I move a sticker sheet or something. I'm like, oh, shoot, I've got all these flowers. So now I'm going to build me some clusters here. Now, I will tell you that the lower right down there, I have to try to make, I've split, it may look a little funny because I do kind of split the flowers a little bit because I do want the diamond to still show. And I had covered up almost the whole thing, and I was kind of kicking myself a little bit. But you can still see it when I get done. So I'm just building my little cluster pieces here. I'll actually find one more flower too in just a second. It's over there on the left-hand side. I'll just use Nuvo glue to glue these down. I could probably come back in, honestly, with some little foam pieces under the leaves because I don't glue the leaves down. I want a little bit of movement. I still have this one little crate with these pumpkins right there that I took off now. You see that? I just took that off because I go, that's just too much. So that's basically what you're kind of seeing. I'm going to actually stamp the date. Oh, wait, sorry. One more thing. I do pull these little chipboard hearts out. There was some orange and some yellow. I avoided the little teal color because I don't have any of that teal blue on here. So I just pulled out the orange and the yellow and the little orange polka dot, and I'll build myself a little set of hearts here. I think I found one more heart. I ended up with like 4 on here. And I will stamp the date, though. I do that off camera, but underneath the left-hand side of the picture where that little plaid paper is kind of peeking out underneath there, I'm going to actually stamp October 22nd, 2024, just to date it so everybody knows, you know, when it was. And that's my new decor, you guys. I do have some interior stuff. I have to figure out where I'm going to put those things. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried about Christmas. Christmas is actually my favorite holiday to decorate for. I have 2 Christmas trees and all this stuff. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, you've seen some of those, you know, layouts where I've documented that. This house is not quite as big, and I'm not really sure exactly yet where Christmas trees are going to go. And also, I'm a little worried about the dogs. Not going to lie. Saturn doesn't bother them. She kind of lays under it and just naps. I'm a little worried about Oreo and the dogs. Not going to lie. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, there's my layout, you guys. This was my scraps challenge where I used a handful of scraps and two pieces of paper as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out the blog. There's tons of stuff, by the way. Every month there's like 3 or 4 challenges, I think, now. There's like a forgery one. There's, you know, people reveal their kits and all that kind of stuff. It's a really fun blog. And, of course, the folks that are on the blog, some of us have videos and stuff. So I'll link that stuff below. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.